Into Shavasana, closing the eyes, extending your arms and legs, and starting to take some really big deep breaths. Okay, so changing your breathing from being sort of short and in your chest to being big, filling up your lungs, feeling the belly rise up and down. You can breathe through your nose, you're trying to do that. And then that Darth Vader breath, that exhale that you hear in the back of the throat. Okay, tuning into the body, letting go of all the stuff in your brain, all the stuff around you, just letting that go. Start wiggling your fingers and your toes. How do your hands feel? How do your feet feel? Noticing that. Moving it into your wrists and into your ankles. Moving those joints every direction. And then bringing it into the windshield wiper legs. Bend the knees, feet flat, feet wide. Dropping the legs to one side, big breath. Slowly bring them to the other side. Get into your hips. Keep breathing. Okay, let's take a hug. So we will squeeze the thighs into the belly. Okay, feel the lower back. Rock from side to side, massaging out this low back. Your chin is tucking in, back of the neck is reaching to the floor, shoulder blades are pulling down as you rock from side to side. We're going to walk out the legs, feeling a stretch in the hamstrings as you do this. You can have your arms at your sides here, really pushing your palms down, and let's right away start pulling the belly button in and firming up the abs. Our first abdominal exercise today is going to be a little bit of a twist. It's not big. We're going to drop our legs from side to side with the knees bent at 90, but I don't want you to drop very far. It's going to be like one hip lifts a little bit while you balance on one hip and then you switch. So let's move into that right away here. We'll bring our legs together. We're going to bend the knees. You're going to make sure your knees are in line with your hips. Your arms are pushing down at the side. We tip the hips or we tip the legs to one side, but I'm only bringing that hip off the mat a little bit. Enough that I feel an engagement and a twist in the belly, and then switch it to the other side. Let's do 10 side to side like this. Okay, keep the belly button pulled in. Keep the movement very, very small. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now dropping the legs. Let's drop the legs over to the right. So my left hip is off the mat. You're going to bring your left hand behind the head. Okay, my right hand stays on the floor. And I'm going to twist. My left elbow is coming over the body. So it's a little bit of a rotation here through your core. Your legs are dropping to the right. And you're supporting the back of the head with this left hand. We're going to do 10 of these. Exhale. Good. Keep breathing. And just a couple more. Awesome. Okay, bringing your head down. Take your legs now, drop them over to the left. Keep this left arm down. Support the back of the head with the right hand. On your exhale, come on up and twist over. Right elbow is coming across the body. And moving with that exhale. 3, 4, 5. Good. Very controlled. 6, you're not pulling on your head. Just feeling your stomach muscles. And one more time. Very, very good. Bring the legs back to the center. Bring the feet down. Extend your left leg long. Keep your right knee bent. We're going to tuck the shoulder blades under the body push into the back of the arms, and then lift your hips up. So we're in this bridge, but it's just the right leg that's bent. The left leg is straight. Okay? Take this left leg up and down. Hold your hips up high. And as this left leg comes up and down, you might get a big stretch in that left hamstring. Good. 4 and 5. Okay, take that left heel back to the mat. You can push that left heel down. Bring your hips up and down just like this. So left leg is long, right leg is bent, hips are coming up and down. 2 more times. Feel your low back. Very good. Come on down and switch sides. So we'll bend our left, extend our right. Make sure the back of the arms are pushing firmly down. Bring the hips up. Hold this position. I like to keep my hands on my hip bones so I can tell if they're even. Now this right leg comes up and down. Okay, 5 times. Get a stretch in the hamstring. Don't let the hips drop down. Move with your breath. Make sure you're not holding the breath. And then we bring that right heel down. Really push the right heel down. Now we go up and down with our hips. For 1 and 2. Feel the lower back. 3. You're doing great. 4. And one more time. 5. Okay, nice work. Hug your knees in again. Let's just massage out that lower back. We will come up to our tabletop position. You can lie on your side or you can rock and roll your spine a few times. If you're rocking and rolling, hug the belly button in. Come up and down. And we'll swing it around. Very, very good. Okay, so once we are here in our tabletop, cat-cow the spine. So knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Keep up with that. Big inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Move with your own breath. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Pull the stomach muscles in on that exhale. That looks great. Okay, very good. Take your left leg back behind you and your right arm out in front. So big extension here. Straighten your leg, reach your arm. Exhale, bring your hand and your knee together under your body. We'll do 5. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. 4, and one more time. Big reach. And hand and the knee come down. Try this on the other side. Your right leg back, your left arm forward. Lock your gaze. On your exhale, bring your hand and your knee together for 1. Big inhale, reach. 2. And take your time. Don't rush it. 3, make sure you're breathing. 4. And 5. Bring it down. Sit your bum back over your heels for child's pose and flip up your palms. And you try to sit right down over the heels. Get a nice stretch here. Really push the back of your hands into the mat. If you want to, you can take your thumb across your hand and then you can wrap your fingers over your thumb and you can make some circles here in your wrists. Just looking ahead, looking forward at the wrists. Maybe that's a big deep stretch into the thumb. Okay, and then we'll let that go and we're going to take it into our downward dog when you're ready. We'll send the hands flat, fingers are forward. Lift up your hips and start walking out the bottoms of the feet. And you really push back, so push the belly back. Come out of your shoulders. Keeping the weight through the legs and walking out your legs here. Trying to bend deeply into the toes, right to the tips of the toes. sit still. So we'll take both legs. See if you can start straightening out the legs a little bit. Really lift up the sits bones. Drop both heels down. And just notice where you're feeling that stretch. Breathe there. And then step your feet wide. Bend your knees and push back to ragdoll, right at the back of the mat. And once you're there, put your stomach right on your thighs and shake out your head. Sway the body if you want to. Hold the elbows if you want to. Just make sure your lower back is happy. Bend your knees more if you have any discomfort in that low back. And let go here. Keep the breath big. Relax. We will pull the belly in. Pull the stomach muscles in. Roll yourself up slowly. Your head's going to come up last. Try to feel a stretch right along the back of the neck as you roll up. And once you're up, work your shoulders back and down. Big circles here. Step your feet together. Okay, so nice proud posture, shoulder blades back and down. Interlace the hands and push out through the palms. We'll reach up. As you reach your arms up, pull your stomach muscles in, lean over to one side, pushing out the hip, opening up the ribs. Big inhale back tall, and then exhale, leaning over to the other side. You've got a big inhale up tall and then a drop down of your arms, really loose arms. And we will walk to the top of the mat. Big toes are going to come to touch. Let's take a sun salutation A. On your inhale, reach the arms and look up. And on the exhale, bend your knees and forward fold. On your inhale, slide up your legs to half back. Lift up your tail, stick out your chest. Very good. From here, exhale, take your hands down and step back to plank and hold your plank. Tighten up the stomach muscles. Imagine that the hip bones are tucking to the bottom of the rib cage. Let's look forward here. Squeeze your thighs and tighten up your glutes. From here, we'll drop the knees and we'll lower the chest. We'll take 3 cobras. So as you breathe in, you lift your chest up and you slide your shoulder blades into your back pockets. Exhale, lower down. 2 more times. Move with the breath. The inhale is up. And the exhale brings you down. 1 more time. Big breath in. Good, and then as you exhale, come on down, peel off, take it to downward dog. Look through the feet, reach the heels, push away from your hands. You can stay like this or you can try to split your downward dog. So if you want to take a split, inhale, send this left leg up to the ceiling. Okay, and if you want to open up your hip, go ahead, open up the hip. Breathe. And take the left leg down. On your next inhale, if you're splitting, the right leg comes up, start square, decide if you want to open the hip. And take a big breath here, and then take it down. Okay, on our next inhale, we're going to look up, and as you exhale, you're going to move your body forward, and we'll step forward. Notice the leg that you lead with. Try to switch that up today. Big inhale to the half back, lengthening, tailbone up, chest out. Exhale, folding in, tucking in the chin, giving yourself a little squeeze here. And then a big inhale, come all the way up, look up. And exhale, the hands come down. All right, so if you're not at the top of the mat, we walk to the top of the mat. And we're gonna begin in chair pose today. If chair pose on one leg is really unstable, then have something nearby or choose to stay in chair pose on both feet, okay? I'll give you that option. If you are one-legged, spread your right toes, okay? Pull this left leg up, lock your gaze. Cross this left ankle over the right knee, sitting into chair. And if you have something nearby, maybe a chair, hold on to, you can. If you feel really unstable and you just want to switch to here, go ahead. And we are holding. You can take this up a notch by twisting. So I could bring my left hand to the bottom of my left foot. My right arm would internally rotate and slide into the lower back.
If I turn my gaze and look back over the right shoulder, it gets really tricky. That's an option. And if you did take the twist, undo it, come back center. Let's start standing up out of this. This left leg now is going to go back for a warrior one. So we land it flat on the 45. Come in and out of your warrior one a few times. Hip bones are trying to go forward, so those back toes are a little bit forward, right? Draw your tailbone under, feel a left hip flexor stretch. Reach up when you feel pretty good here with your setup. Okay, warrior one. If you feel like the hands can come together without shrugging the shoulders, you can do that. And now let's interlace the hands behind the back. So interlacing, pull the shoulder heads back. Let's see if you can open your chest more. Big inhale, and on your exhale, come forward, but keep your back nice and long. We're not going to go upside down. We're not going to hang the head. We're just going to look forward here. Maybe getting your belly to touch your thigh. And then inhale, come right back up. Windmill, open your arms and come into triangle. Your left foot and hip opened. Your right foot might wiggle to the center of the mat. Move your hips without bending your knees. Push your bum forward. Get them even. Look over your right arm, flip the right palm to the ceiling and reverse the triangle for a big inhale. So you're opening up the right ribs. Put your left hand on your left leg, so lean back with it. Yes. Left hand, left leg, right arm up and back. There it is. Good, and then inhale, come on back. Triangle, bend your right knee, warrior two. From warrior two, we go side angle. The elbow rests gently on the thigh. The left arm reaches up. There's a big balance challenge that you can do if you want to here. It's called half moon. If you want to, take a look. My right hand comes down outside of my right foot, and then my left leg tries to lift off here. It's a big challenge, so if it doesn't feel like it's something you want to try today, just stay in side angle. Okay, and if you did take that half moon, let's bring that foot back. Let's come back to side angle, gently, carefully. Everybody side angle, come back to warrior two. Warrior two, push the legs straight back to triangle. And now spin your right foot so the toes face the side of the mat. If you're not even, make it even here. Try to have your ankles under your wrists. We're gonna take a forward fold. We'll put the hands on the hips, inhale, puff. Exhale, bend the knees, take your fold. And as you come forward here, you can reach for your block on the floor or just let your hands hang to the floor. And then let the top of the head fall towards the floor here. Let the back of the neck be long. Take a big breath. Feel the hamstrings, the inner thighs. And if your toes are turned in, you might even feel this as a stretch outside of your shins. We will be walking towards the right foot, coming into a low lunge and twisting it. So let's start looking at your right foot. Turn your right foot so it faces towards the end of the mat again. Come onto the ball of the back foot, the left foot. And then let's try a twist here. So my left hand can be on the floor or the block. The right arm opens up as you twist in your lunge, you're inhaling. And as you exhale, it comes down. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, the right arm opens up, the body twists. Exhale down. Awesome, everybody's with me. Big inhale, open. And then exhale, the right hand's gonna come down. I'm gonna move the block and we are stepping back to plank. Okay, that was a lot. That was a lot. From plank on the hands, let's go plank on the forearms. Okay, now that side plank that we talked about, we're gonna move into this now. So take your right knee down, take your right foot off the side of the mat, and come into side plank. You're on your right elbow. I'm gonna spin my forearm this way. I'm on the outside of my right knee, and this left foot, I'm trying to get the bottom of the left foot to connect to the mat. You can stay here and hold this. If you want more, we pick up the right knee. Okay, and if you want more, we kick the right foot out And we bring this right leg up and down 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, take the right knee back under. Come back through plank on the forearms. That's a lot of work. Now, left elbow, left knee. Okay, set this up nicely. Reach the right arm. Decide, do I want to stay here? If you want more, take that right foot flat. Pick up your left knee. And more, kick your left leg out and bring it up and down 5 times. 1, 2, 3. We got this. 4 and 5. Bring that knee back under. Come back into forearm, plank. Drop your hips down. There we go. Slide your hands beside your chest. Right, tuck your chin in. Take a big inhale. Lift up for cobra. And then on your exhale, peel off your mat and take a child's pose. Regroup here. Sit your bum right on your heels. Rest your forehead. Close your eyes. Big deep breath. That side planking is a big challenge. When we come to it again, I'll give you the option to try it on the knees. If you really, on the hands, on the wrists. And if that bothers you at all, come back to the forearms. Okay, back to down dog. Hips up, heels down. Stretch out the backs of the legs here. Give yourself a moment here. And we'll try to step forward this time with that non-dominant leg. So on your inhale, you look up. And on your exhale, you move forward. And then you step forward. Feet come behind the hands. Big inhale to half back. Your knees are soft. Exhale to fold in. Tuck your chin. Big inhale, sweep all the way up and look up. Exhale, your hands come down. Okay, if you're not at the top of the mat, step there. We're going to take chair pose. You can do single leg chair or keep both feet on the ground. Okay, if you're single leg, spread your left toes apart, lock your gaze, pull this right leg up, flex the right ankle, crossing it over the left knee. If it's too unstable, just put that right foot down and hold chair. If you want more challenge, our right hand can come to the bottom of the right foot. We internally rotate the left arm, and we twist. If I want more challenge, I try to look over the left shoulder behind me. All right, if you twist it, let's come back to center. Let's start standing up out of this. We're now taking our right leg back for warrior 1. Land it on the 45, direct the hip bones forward like headlights, sink in and out. Tuck your tailbone under, feel your right hip flexor stretching. As I bend my left knee, I'm making sure that I'm loading my left heel. And when you feel pretty good with the depth, you got down here, back thigh strong and straight. Reach up the arms, take a hold, look up, breathe. Your hands can come together or they can stay wide. So let's bring the hands behind the back now and open the chest stretch. So straighten out the arms, interlace the fingers, pull the shoulder heads back, puff your chest. And as you exhale, let's just come forward with a nice straight back, belly to thigh, look forward. Good. Keep opening the chest, pulling back the shoulders, and then inhale, come back up. As you inhale, come up, you windmill open your arms to triangle, your back foot and hip change position, but that left foot stay pointing forward. Move your hips without bending your knees, push your bum forward. Reverse triangle, so flip your left palm to the ceiling. Start taking your left arm up, your front arm goes up. Yeah, your right arm comes to your right thigh. Breathe in here, open your waist. Inhale, come on back and move right into your warrior 2, bend your left knee. Okay, from warrior 2, we take side angle, we put the elbow lightly on the thigh. You can stay here. If that half moon was a little crazy and you want to stay here, go ahead. If you want to try half moon, left hand comes down outside of the foot, forward of the foot, and the back leg comes up. This is a huge balance challenge. I like to move around just a little bit here, try to feel where my body is in space. Looking to the floor for more stability, looking up to the hand for a big challenge. And if you did take your half moon, we're not there too long. We put the foot back down, coming to side angle. From side angle, we all move to warrior two. Straighten out the leg for triangle. Spin the left foot to the side of the mat. Make sure your ankles are even. Turn your toes in, hands to the hips. Breathe in, puff up your chest. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees a lot, tip over. And let the arms fall. Let the top of the head come to the mat, or imagine that it's coming to the mat. Soften your knees. If you want to take hold of the ankles or even tuck your fingers under your heels, putting more weight into the ball of the foot, drawing yourself in just a little bit closer here, you can do that. Bit of a deeper stretch, make sure the lower back is okay. Good, and then we're going to start to look towards our left foot, walk towards our left foot, spin it forward. We're coming into our lunge, our low lunge with 3 big openers. So you can put your right hand on the block or on the mat. On the inhale, the left arm starts reaching up. Hug your left thigh into your stomach. Exhale, the left arm comes down. Okay, we're here for 3. That allows everyone to kind of catch up and get into this position. You got it. Take your time. There's no rush. Inhale. And then exhale. Okay, now the really hard part. We step back to plank. We're going to try it this time from the hands. If you know right away that's going to be too much for the wrists, take your forearms. And if you don't like this side position, then just stay in straight plank the whole time. Okay, my right hand stacked under my right shoulder. My feet are opening up to this side here. I want your top leg, your left leg, that foot is going to be flat. Your right knee can be down, and you can hold here. We can get a little spicy by picking up this bottom leg, this right leg. And we can work a little harder by kicking it out and bringing it up and down for 1, 2, 3, 4, big inner thigh, 5, bring the right knee back, bring the left hand down. All right, let's try it on the left side. We're going to come onto our side here, decide if we need the left knee down, connect your right foot flat, okay? Choose to stay like this or pick up this left knee. Or kick out the left leg and let's count it for up 1 and 2. Big leg lift, 3, 4, and last one, 5. Come back to straight plank. Holy. From straight plank, lower the body down from knees or from toes. And then inhale, scoop up, cobra. Good, and then exhale, child's pose. Flip the palms here. If you were on the hands and that was a lot in your wrists, you can flip up the palms and you can hold the thumbs again if you like that, and you can circle out the wrists. And give yourself a moment, let the heart rate come down. That is hard work. Side plank with that top foot flat on the mat like that. Okay, we're actually going to take a good stretch in that inner thigh now, and we're going to come up to gate pose. So come into kneeling position. Now let's have the knees right under the hips. Let's take our left leg off to the side first. And again, it's this foot trying to be flat, toes forward, left leg open. Reach up your arms and then come over this left leg. So my left arm is reaching, my right arm's coming over my head. And I want you to see if you can just feel a big stretch in this left inner thigh. And we did some good work there today. We'll make sure we stretch it out well. And then inhale, come up tall. Bring your hands to the mat and move your body forward and back. Okay, so a little bit more stretching in this left inner thigh. Forward and back. If this bothers your wrists, you take that neutral wrist position on your knuckles, thumbs pushing down. Okay, very good. We're going to come up, we're going to take this leg in, and we're going to do the same 2 stretches on the other side. Right leg out, foot flat, toes forward. Notice if your hips are even. Push your bum forward. Big inhale, reaching. Exhale, lean over the right leg. So your right hand travels down, your left arm reaches over. And we're trying to stay nice and open here. Good, and then we'll come up from here, put the hands to the mat. Move your body forward and back, focusing on your right inner thigh. Very good. All right. Now let's just bring this right knee in. Let's walk our hands forward, and we're going to come on down to the belly. As soon as you come down to the belly, reach your arms forward in front of you, pushing your fingertips down. And get the legs really long. As we're here on the fingertips, kind of lifting up through the chest, we're going to see if we can take up the left leg straight, squeezing the glute. And if you're not sure if the knee's bending, look over your shoulder at it. And then switch legs. The right leg straight. Switch back and forth here. Okay, one leg up, one leg down. And then if you want to add more of a challenge, take the opposite arm up at the same time. So as my left leg comes up, my right arm does a big reach. As my right leg comes up, my left arm does a big reach. I'll count us down here for 10. 4, 5. Stay looking forward. Stay lifting up your chest. 6, 7, 8. Good. You should feel this all along your spine. 9 and 10. Very good. Take your hands on top of each other. Rest your chin. Give yourself a moment to relax here. We're going to bend the knees. And we're just going to let the feet sway from side to side. We'll take locust or lift with our knees bent. And there's going to be an option to, we did this in class Monday for anyone that was in class on Monday. If you can bring the soles of the feet to touch, you could also lift up in that cobbler's pose or butterfly position. So let me show you here. Our arms reach back, we can lift up here. If the soles of your feet can touch, you can squeeze the feet together, really activate the glutes, and hold here. So I'll leave that up to you. You might be here, or you might be soles of the feet together. Choose a position, try it on for size. Let's lift up. We can draw the chin in a little bit, and we're just gonna hold here for 10 little mini pulses. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice work. Extend the legs long, bring the hands by the chest, peel yourself off the mat, and round it over. So knees are gonna come together, and I'm gonna round the back here. Let your forehead come towards the mat. Close your eyes, breathe, relax your back. Nice work into that lower back. And we're gonna swing the legs around. We'll come to seated. If you know your hamstrings are really tight and you want to sit on your block, sit on your block here. If you can connect your sitting bones, so let's kind of move the glutes aside and try to connect the sits bones. Do that. Pull your toes right up to the ceiling.
Squeeze your thighs a little. Okay. If you feel like this is pulling in the back of the legs, use your arms, prop up on them so that you can relax a little bit here. Maybe close the eyes and just hold that. And if you don't feel much of a stretch, exactly what you just did, Peggy, if you don't feel much of a stretch and you want to find more, we reach up, we're going to hold our elbows, lift the chin, lean the body from side to side, and get in there a little deeper. Okay, so if this is really hard, when we let it go, prop up on the arms again. And if it doesn't feel like it's that difficult and you want to lean into your forward fold here, getting deeper into the hamstring stretch, then go ahead and take that option. If you have any discomfort in the lower back though, you might need to prop up on the arms and stay tall for now. It is a good idea to always think about hugging in the stomach muscles, supporting the back in your folds. And close your eyes, really connect to this stretch. This is a deep stretch, so focus on your breath. All right, and then we're going to sit up tall. That single leg chair that we took at the beginning with the option to twist, we're going to try it seated. So take your left knee, bend your left knee. Okay? Keep this ankle strongly flexed and cross this left ankle over the right thigh, just above the right knee. Sometimes you kind of have to move it around to find a spot that's comfortable. The thigh can be sensitive. Notice where this knee is and how high up it is. If it feels really tight, use your arms, prop up on them, open your chest, stay here. Okay, if that's pulling, it's a big deep stretch, just stay here for today. If you feel like you want to lean in, adding a forward fold, and we can feel left hip and right hamstrings at the same time. Breathe. Good, and then inhale. If you did take your forward fold, sit up out of it. We're going to try the twist now. So our left hand would hold the bottom of our left foot, and our right arm would come back behind. Prop up on the right fingertips, inhale, puff your chest, and then exhale, turn your head and look back over this right shoulder. So we're twisting through the ribs here. Feel that twist through the ribs. Make sure you're not hunched over. Sit up tall, and then turn the head and use your eyes. You can even feel the muscles in your eyes as you try to look back over your shoulder. And breathe. And release. Okay, we'll send the left leg back straight. And we'll try this with the right leg. Strong ankle. Cross it over the left thigh. Notice where this knee is. If it feels tight, prop up. Sit tall. And if it doesn't feel tight, lean in. Okay. Big inhales. Keep your shoulders down your back. And wherever that stretches in your body, send your breath there. Notice it, be aware of it. Is one side far different than the other side? Okay, and then if you did take your forward fold, then you sit up. And we'll think about our twisting. Our right hand holds the bottom of the right foot. This left arm comes back. You care about how tall you're sitting. Chest is up, chin is in. Start rotating, turning, and noticing it in the ribs. You're not forcing anything. And then from the ribs, notice what kind of mobility you have through your neck. And can you turn the head back? And then use the eyes and look over the shoulder. Okay, breathe. And undo that. Awesome. Okay, release the leg. Kick out your feet. Let's find the mat through our boat. So we'll just try to hold it as slowly as we can all the way down. We'll start here. Hug your stomach muscles in, reach your arms, and then as slowly as you can, get into the low back. Let's control it. And once you're in the lower back, stay here, squeeze your thighs, and see if the arms can reach back. Holding the hollow position, breathe, tighten, and then relax everything and just fall down to the mat. Remove a ponytail if you have one. And let's go 90-90 arms and soles of feet together. Okay, so butterfly the legs, drop the knees open. 90-90 the arms. Notice if the wrists can connect. If there's any discomfort or pain in your shoulders, maybe bring the hands up and down a little bit. Find a place where there's no pain. And just close your eyes, connect to your breath. And let the knees drop open, let the inner thighs stretch. And then work on your mobility in your shoulders. It's the backs of the wrists that we want to be able to connect here. Nice job. Take both legs. So I'm picking up my left knee and I'm going to drop my left leg across the body. So both knees are just dropped over to the right. Your right hand can hold the outer left knee and you can turn and look out to this left arm. Breathe really big here. Legs are just stacked on top, knees are bent. Left shoulder's trying to fall towards the mat. Okay, take both legs, swing them across the body, dropping them over to the left. And left hand holds outer right. Turn your head, look right. Extend that right arm. Let the right shoulder drop towards the mat, taking in a big deep breath here. We're going to finish with a hug. So we'll come back onto the back and you're going to hold onto your knees and get your thighs to squeeze in. If you want more of a hug, then you can go for the happy baby, reaching for the feet, keeping the knees wide. And of course, if there's anything you feel like you missed in class today, then take any stretches that you want to take at this point. Nice work though. Some great abdominals, some great inner thigh, glute, lower back, lots of stretch. Big balance challenges there today as well. So if you're tired from all of that and you are ready to come into Shavasana, exactly how we started, then let's just finish with a few minutes of stillness. Extending, letting your feet fall open and letting your palms roll up to the ceiling. Closing the eyes, creating the space between the teeth. And now breathing your deepest, fullest, longest possible breath. And just noticing if it feels easier to do that. Give yourself a few minutes. Try not to move a muscle. Enjoy the not doing for just a few minutes today.